Welcome back to the beautiful city of Boca Raton. This video is going to be part of a neighborhood walk-in tour series that I'm going to be giving to get the people who are looking to move here the next 3 months, 6 months, a year out, what these neighborhoods look like on foot and what can you expect once you actually start looking at homes. So the location we are at today is the St. Andrews corridor that I popularly named about 6 months ago here, and a lot of people tend to call it that now. But right behind me is Glades Road, one of the major roads here in Boca Raton. Across the Glades Roads, you're going to find the Boca Town Center Mall, the largest mall here in Palm Beach County. Again, this road behind me is St. Andrews. It can be very busy coming off of Glades Road because there's a lot of private schools right behind me. You have Pinecrest and Spanish River Private School as well. So this area right off of Glades going down St. Andrews can be quite busy. But there's this neighborhood right here that's right across from Santa Barbara's entrance right over here. And a lot of people don't know about this area. So this particular area is called University Park. It is directly, as I mentioned before, across the Boca Town Center Mall. And you can find homes in here still around $650,000 to about $900,000. So it gives you a range. Now, it may not be the most affordable area for some people, but if you're looking for a home in this particular area, this area is zoned for the Blue Lake Elementary, Omni Middle, and Spanish River High School. And that's one of the more, a lot of people who reach out to me desire that particular high school and elementary school as well. And again, you're right next door to Pinecrest, one of the top ranked private schools here in South Florida. So if you're looking for schools, this might be an area that may attract you. So I wanted my audience to be aware of this particular area. And the goal of this video series is to give you a general idea of what everything looks like on foot in these neighborhoods and go over a topic that may benefit you. So today's topic is going to be, if you only had 24 hours to enjoy Boca Raton because you're down here visiting, you have a conference in Miami or something's going on, you only have 24 hours, what would be some of the best things you could be doing in that one day to make the most of your trip? And again, as we're talking about this particular topic, look around the neighborhood, get a general idea of what it's like. Right now, we do have a massive storm with thunder, lightning, and a little bit of rain directly coming this way. So we're trying to get this video done here fairly quickly. But again, take in the environment, see what it looks like on foot so you get a general idea of what $650,000 to $900,000 can get you here in Boca Raton in the school districts that some people desire to have their kids in. So if you only had 24 hours to stay in Boca Raton, what could you be doing? First, where would you stay? There's probably the most premium, luxurious option here in Boca Raton is actually the Boca Raton resort itself. So if you stay in certain suites there, they actually provide you an Aston Martin SUV that you can take around, tour the area, enjoy the pickleball, tennis courts, swimming pools, everything that you could possibly want to do as a resort. You could do it right there at the Boca Raton Resort and have a very luxurious stay here, spas, everything you possibly want to do in Boca Raton. All the luxurious sides is all right there and it really caters to a very particular audience. Now, if you're looking for an affordable option where you could easily stay fairly affordable right in the center part of Boca Raton, their Marriott Hotel right across from the Boca Town Center Mall is a great location for people who are coming here with a little bit older kids that may want to go out to restaurants, walk around the Boca Town Center Mall. They can do that on foot. It's a walkable little area with coffee shops, restaurants. And again, the Boca Town Center Mall is right there. So it's going to be a very easy stay for you. And you're also central in Boca Raton. So if you're going to be looking at anything else, it's never too far away. You're not too far east and you're not too far west. So those are my two where to stay options if you're coming down here in Boca Raton and you don't even know where to stay during your trip. So if you're going to start your day, you're leaving your hotel, you're leaving the Boca Raton Resort, Where do you go next? Well, you probably want to check out Meisner Park. It has some of the best restaurants in the area. And if you want breakfast, you could definitely check out Another Broken Egg to get a good, healthy start because you're in for a pretty busy day here. And while you're in Meisner Park, it'll be a pretty good idea to start checking out what shops are there, what's located, the theater, and just to get a general idea and the vibe of the downtown area to see if that's a good fit for you. Are you going to be more on the east side of Boca Raton, where you probably want to stay closer to the Meisner Park area? Because if you're into art, museums, there's a museum located right there in the Meisner Park area. So you can stop, get a coffee, go tour a museum, see some art, a play. So something you can quickly do. And after you're getting done with the Meisner Park area, well, the next thing you probably want to do is to check out a neighborhood or two. So after you're done, check out Meisner Park and check out a museum, a coffee shop, and got some breakfast in you. That's a good time where we can meet up, discuss, some tours, certain houses, certain areas that may interest you. It might be a good fit for you and your family when you're moving down here. Now, as you're going through certain neighborhoods, such as the one that we have right here, it's a good general idea is when you're touring these places to drive slowly through them, roll down your windows to see what's the environment like, what's the vibe, and get a general idea of what's next to it. So this particular area has, some schools that we mentioned before, the Blue Lake Elementary, Omni Middle, and Spanish River High School. And it's very close to the St. Andrews Park. That's literally right across the street that way. And then the Colonnade neighborhood right up St. Andrews has another park for kids who are dedicated on the roof in the rain. And there's public pools here as well for your kids to enjoy. So after you get done touring some houses, what I recommend that you do is to go back to Meisner Park, hang out, chill at Max's Grill. It has some really great food options there for lunch, and just sit there and people watch. So Boca Raton attracts a lot of different types of people, unique styles, the way they dress, they act. So it's always fun to go and see what are people up to and do some people watching at Max's Grill. It's a very well-known place here to eat in Boca Raton. Now, after you're done with lunch and you already toured some properties, it's time to look at what Boca Raton has to offer. So Boca Raton is known for having some amazing parks. So if you have, a little bit smaller children, the Sugar Sand Park is a great idea for outdoor play, especially if they've been traveling. It'll give them a lot of time to be outside, chase around other kids their age. They have an indoor science museum. So if it's raining like it is right now, they'll be able to play inside, safe from the thunder, the lightning, and the rain. If they're into snorkeling in the beach environment, check out Red Reef Park. So it's a beach area that has a man-made red reef out there that attracts a lot of the local fish to it. So your kids can put their scuba gear on or snorkeling gear and look at some of the wildlife fish out there, and it was something to get them excited. Now, if Sugar Sand Park is too busy, the actual park, the Red Reef Park, has multiple playgrounds that are there that are usually never busy at all. So if you have a little kid and you feel like there's too much going on, another great park location to visit with smaller kids up to teens and even younger adults is going to be Gumbo Limbo. So at Gumbo Limbo, what it will give you is an opportunity to look up sea turtles up close and personal, some very exotic saltwater fish they have there as well. But one of the highlights of Gumbo Limbo right now is the new observatory deck that they have. You can walk up there back and forth if you're in a wheelchair or if you have a hard time with stairs. But they also have stairs if you're into fitness and want to, really test your endurance. They have some nice stairs that go all the way out to the observational deck. Up there in Gumbo Limbo, you can see the intercoastal, watch the boats go through, and get a glimpse of the ocean to the right of it. At this point, if you're already at Gumbo Limbo, definitely consider taking a walk along the beach to see what it's like, to see if the vibe, what type of beach you like. So Boca Raton, as some people will mention, doesn't have this exact party beach vibe. It's not like a beach city. It's more where people go chill and relax. If that's your idea of the beach environment, that's what you may like here at Boca. It's nothing like Fort Lauderdale Beach or Hollywood, Florida Beach. It doesn't have tons of restaurants around it. But some people absolutely love that. They'll take their kids there, let the kids play, They don't have to worry about, too much about people around them. And again, it's a trade-off. Now we're into the early evening. At this point, it's probably good to be indoors a little bit. You spend a lot of your time outside. Meisner Park is completely outside as well. So at this point, you might want to check out the Boca Town Center Mall. Do some light shopping if you need some clothes. If you're walking down here and you haven't really lived in Florida during the summertime, these rains are so common. Right now, we have scattered storms for the next 5 days. So this is going to be off and on here. So making videos can be a little bit more difficult, but this is my dedication to my audience to provide you some content about Boca Raton. But, I definitely recommend getting a good set of athleisure wear, such as Lululemon or Aloe. Just something that's quickly drying. It's very sweat resistant, or it evaporates sweat easily, because in Boca Raton, unfortunately, you're going to be sweating a lot because of the high humidity. Now, if we got done with the Boca Town Center Mall, you're at some amazing restaurants. You're right there. I definitely recommend El Camino. Between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., they have $3 tacos and happy hour on their drinks and other dishes as well. My daughter personally loves the chicken quesadillas there for $4. Or if you're into sushi, they have Ichiyami right there by Meisner Park. About $17 for lunch. I think it's about $20-something for dinner. And that'll get you all you can eat sushi. It's not the regular, very cheap sushi. This is some decent sushi that you get for your money. So I highly recommend that as well. And as you're here and you're exploring the areas, I definitely recommend that you take a moment to take in what is it actually like here in Boca Raton. Look at the roads, look how people are, and see if it's a good fit for you and your family. Because if you move here, you're going to be spending a lot of time and a lot of part of your life actually living here, working here, and playing here. So, get at your idea. Could you see yourself and your family living in this type of environment? And definitely take note of the roads in Boca Raton. So once I bring this up to people, they definitely realize it. Boca Raton has some really decent roads. And this seems strange for some people, but if you're coming from an area with potholes and the road is full of graffiti and destroyed, it may seem strange to you to even talk about this. But for some people, these roads are absolutely amazing, and I enjoy driving on the roads here in Boca Raton. It's a pleasure to drive here, and it's nice to have a good driving environment when you're going back and forth to work. And one less thing you have to worry about is the quality of the roads that you have to rely on to get to work. And again, just make sure it's a good culture fit for you. There's a lot of gyms and clubs around here. Get a general idea of what you could be interested in, like pickleball, tennis, Pilates, yoga. See about trying out maybe a class for free. A lot of them will do, even for a few dollars, you can go and join for a day, just to get a general idea, is this entire environment for you? The total package of Boca Raton fits into what you and your family are looking to when you're considering moving down here. Now, this is going to be a trade-off. So you see right behind me, there is, blue skies coming, and right here is gray skies. So you're going to get this a lot here in Boca Raton and South Florida in general, of this rain hit and miss. And you just kind of get used to it. I should have had an umbrella. I thought I could make this video before it rained. I failed, but hopefully this gave you a general idea of what you could do in 24 hours here in Boca Raton. And I hope you got to see a little bit more of a neighborhood that's not commonly toured or spoken about here in our city, to see it might be a good fit for you and your family. Again, I personally like this location. I live very close by to here. Again, we're off of St. Andrews is right here. And then right in front of me is Glades Road. And right behind me is Yamamoto Road, with a lot of schools and daycare programs for your kids and early learning environment. So it's a very, very nice area. And right here you have a plaza with businesses. And if you wanted to, you could just walk across Glades Road and get right there to the Boca Town Center Mall. Other than that, if you have questions about moving here to Boca Raton or the surrounding areas, here's my contact information. I'd love to help you and your family relocate down here, and take care.